gentleman who's sitting directly to my right now. He's in a new movie called Freeheld that's in theaters now. Also another new movie that's also in theaters now, 99 Homes. I enjoyed his work immensely as the G-Man Nelson Van Alden in Boardwalk Empire. Michael Shannon, good to see you here, sir. Thanks for coming on this program.
No problem.
Thank you. So first things first, you're from the area, you're from Kentucky, right? That's where you're from?
Yeah, I was born in Lexington, Kentucky, and spent most of my childhood there, but then I spent my more formative years in Chicago.
In Chicago, Illinois. Yeah. So it makes you a Bears type guy, a Bulls guy?
I have grown to love the Chicago sports teams. Mm-hmm. It's kind of hard not to fall for them. The town is so sports crazy.
Nuts.
Yeah.
They're nuts.
And I lived around Wrigley Field for a long time, and so, that's got its own infectious energy to it.
Yeah, it does, for sure. The whole country is kind of rooting for them right now.
It's a great series, Cubs-Mets. I think that's kind of the series, really. I think maybe, I mean, I don't mean any disrespect to Toronto and Kansas City.
Sure.
But I think the actual World Series might be a little anticlimactic.
Well, I mean, in terms of fan bases, they've all been waiting a long time, all four of those. But
that's true.
Nothing compares to the long wait.
The Cubs,
yeah. When you talk about pre-Woodrow Wilson wait, then you're talking, you know what I mean?
It's kind of absurd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you say pre-World War I type long wait, that's
I'm actually in Chicago right now.
Sure.
Part of the time working on a project, and every day in the newspaper, it's some 102-year-old woman in the newspapers, like, the special feature is like, maybe they'll finally win, with her ticket from like the Great Depression.
Right, and plus, I'd like for them to win in many ways, just to also get that poor Steve Bartman kid off the hook,
man.
Right? Just.
Does anybody got tabs on that guy? What's he up to?
I think he is in hiding.
Yeah.
Still, he works in Chicago, and fans are trying to get him.
He works in Chicago?
Yeah, apparently. And apparently they're trying to get him to a game. And he
wow.
Yeah, I think he doesn't want to come out of his house.
Well,
Still.
You just put him in the back in the bleachers.
With his hands taped behind his back,
right? Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Or tape him to the scoreboard.
And have Kyle Schwarber try and aim for him with a batted ball. I've got Michael Shannon right here on the Rich Eisen Show. So I imagine you went to Wrigley Field. You've actually been there.
I've gone there. It's funny. I didn't really go there much before I had kids, but once I had a daughter, I thought, I got to take her to Wrigley Field.
Sure.
And
that makes sense.
Yeah, she really loves it. I mean, the first time I took her, she didn't know what the heck was going on, but it's just such a beautiful place to, even if you aren't a huge baseball fan, it's just a nice place to spend a couple hours, And then I did eventually get to, I got to sing the song.
You sang Take Me Out to the Ball Game.
Yeah.
7th inning stretch. How'd that go?
It was funny because I think they were playing the Dodgers. Mm-hmm. And they take you up, I think after like the bottom of the fifth, they take you up and they kind of debrief you and let you, get your composure or whatever. And they're like, so you'll be coming out in like an inning or so. Mm-hmm. And then the inning I was up there, the Dodgers literally scored like 12 runs. Like they were just decimating the Cubs. And it was like, and now here's Mike Shannon to sing Take Me Out of the Ball Game. And everybody in the crowd's staring into space, dejected.
Yeah, and they also, did they take you in? Because I did it back in May with Steve Mariucci and Melissa Stark, my colleagues on the NFL Network. Yeah. Did they take you into the organist first, an inning before, to have you practice it?
Where
they put the earpieces in your ears so you could get the cadence and tempo down? Yeah,
they did that little thing, but for some reason, they did all the things, the preparatory things, but there was like a half hour that went by because the Dodgers just wouldn't stop. So by the time I actually got back out there, I was like, can we do that again? Can we practice again? It's just been I've been here such a long time waiting for the Dodgers to stop beating on the Cubs.
Yeah, the night we were there, the Pirates, they were playing them, and the Pirates went 1, 2, 3 out, so it was boom right away.
Oh.
And do you guys?
Yeah, I think
really?
we have some footage.
We're going to play this for Michael Shannon.
Oh, that'd be lovely.
It's not pretty. It's awful.
Oh, I'm sure it's entertaining.
I don't know. Let's get your opinion afterwards.
All right.
Let's hear. Yeah, I think we get the point.
No. It's like Peter, Paul, and Mary. Beautiful.
He was 7 beers in, though.
7 beers. The 7 beer stretch.
Well, I did it. Well, Michael, I mean, I did it in honor of Harry Carey.
All right.
If he sang it,
Harry,
that Harry Carey.
That's what you were trying to
Yeah,
get
well,
to.
I wanted if Harry sang it, somewhat lubricated, if you will, to get the sort of voice oil going.
Right,
it was
right.
one an inning leading up for it.
Well,
for me.
if I were you, the thing I'd be most upset about is your back's to camera in that. It's kind of featuring the other two. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be totally sure it was you.
See, I should have spoke to you beforehand.
Maybe if you would have been in the center.
I missed my mark.
Yeah,
It's basically what I think I did.
Yeah.
I missed my mark.
Yeah.
But so, Peter, Paul, and Mary, I'll accept that one. Michael Shannon here on the Rich Eisen Show. So, of all your sports, though, I am told, you tell me if I'm wrong or not, tennis is the thing that you're
I
really
love
into.
tennis. Yeah, I love to watch tennis. I can't say I'm particularly good at playing tennis.
Sure.
Me and my little brother will hit the ball around sometimes when I
Right.
go home to visit, but that's about it.
So, who's your guy, or female that you watch?
Oh,
Which
wow.
men or women? Which ones? Who do you?
I'm just crazy about all of them. I mean, I'm a huge Federer fan, and he's got a rap for being like, I don't know. Some people think he's dull or something. I don't really understand it.
It's because he never sweats. He doesn't change expression.
But he gets very emotional when he loses. He's always crying.
He does. That's true. That's true.
Now, Pete Sampras, I understood with Pete Sampras because I was like, that guy's just an android. But I think Federer's like, I don't know. I find him very.
Well, it's just Federer is like, he's frequently unemotional. He never sweats. And then a shot comes from a spot that you wouldn't expect it. In a way, you tell me he might be the Nelson Van Alden of tennis. What do you think
I'm sure
about
he'd
that?
be thrilled to hear that.
Well,
yeah.
not personality.
Yeah, he's in the locker room beating himself with the racket.
Yeah, I don't.
Bad Roger.
Yeah, with the
Now, wait a
Slazenger
second.
in the back.
Is it true that he has 2 sets of twins? Is that true?
I don't know. Is that true?
I know he has at least one.
I turned to my Chris Command Center, who have the Google in front of them.
We're efforting.
Go check that out.
Because I also think I think it's amazing.
So he's a multiple doubles player. Is that what you're saying?
I just think it's amazing. Those people. I'm right. He's got 2 sets of twins. So think about it. This guy has like 4 small children,
Yes.
and then he goes and plays tennis like that.
I can't imagine.
I mean, I have 2 little girls, and I can barely talk.
Michael, Phillip Rivers, the quarterback of your San Diego Chargers, has 7 children at home.
Oh, my God.
And as he was attempting to beat the Green Bay Packers, they were announcing, the announcers on the game, saying that his wife was about to deliver her 8th.
Wait, what? I missed that.
Yes.
As they were playing the game?
As in, like, she's home getting ready to have her 8th. And Phil Simms had the great line saying, well, she's expecting and Phillip's delivering right now because he's playing very, very well in the game.
Did they beat the Packers?
They did not.
The Packers.
But he did not look like a man who was lacking sleep. Let's put it that way.
Well, I'm sure there's a staff of, nannies or whatever. Or maybe the mom actually raises the kids. Who knows?
He's got help.
Yeah.
So let's talk 99 Homes right now. It's a new film in which you are playing a real estate broker in the state of Florida amongst the foreclosure crisis.
Yeah, it sounds like a real winner. I was on KTLA this morning, and Sam's first thing was, he's like, so Michael, this film, and what happens in this film, it's really sad. Mm-hmm. I'm like, that's going to sell a lot of tickets.
Yeah, well, that's what it's about, right? I mean,
yeah, it's true. It's true, but it's also, I don't know, it's got some thriller elements to it.
Okay.
Ramin, the director, he talks about it, it's almost kind of like a gangster picture, but not really.
About real estate?
Yeah, well, this guy I play, Rick Carver, he's a real wheeler and dealer, kind of a scam artist, comes up with some imaginative ways to make money.
Wait, you're saying there's a scammer in real estate? Is that what you're saying? That's it.
I know.
Is this a fictional
It's kind of
story?
like it's like Lord of the Rings.
A biopic?
Yeah.
What do we have here?
No, it's based on Ramin's research. He went down to Florida and he met people from all sides of the issue, all aspects of the story, lawyers, brokers, people who'd been evicted, And so this is a composite of all this research that he did. And the fellow I play is loosely based, modeled after an actual person, but it's not a true story. It's all imagination.
Sure. And Andrew Garfield is your co-star in this film as well.
Andrew Garfield.
Who essentially
he plays a young man, Dennis Nash, who gets evicted from his home.
Yes.
I evict him, and I kind of take him under my wing and try to teach him, how to make some money.
Got it.
He can't make any money.
Okay. And that's in theaters right now, 99 Homes, and Freeheld as well.
Freeheld is an amazing story. That movie stars Julianne Moore and Ellen Page, and they're playing a real-life couple, Laurel Hester as Julianne Moore's character. She was a New Jersey police detective, and she served for years and years and years, a great detective, and she was also gay. And her partner, Stacy, she wanted to leave her pension to Stacy because Laurel was dying of cancer, and she wanted to leave her pension to Stacy. And the freeholders, it's like the town council or whatever, they wouldn't let her do it. So the movie's about her struggling to get her rights.
Right. Yeah. And in a way, you're back in New Jersey, but was it Freehold is in the northern section of New Jersey as opposed to Atlantic City, which is where your previous incarnation is a.
Yeah, and it's funny because we never, in both of those projects, we were always shooting in New York. We
never in New Jersey?
Yeah, we
never. You never shot Boardwalk Empire not once in New Jersey?
We never went to, I didn't go to Atlantic City one time the whole time.
How about that? Go figure that.
They built that boardwalk, and then they would green screen the ocean in.
Terrific. Well, I've got one phone caller for you. Want to take a phone call?
Of course.
Okay, here on the Rich Eisen Show, William in New Bern, North Carolina. You're on the show with Michael Shannon. William?
Hey, how you doing today?
What's going on?
That's good, man. Michael Shannon, I just wanted to say something to you.
Okay.
You did a movie, Bug.
Yes.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of the movie, but your acting made me completely watch the movie nonstop, and since then I've followed you.
Oh, thank you.
There you go.
You're one of the best actors, and I watch everything that has you in it, and I'll continue to watch everything because regardless if the story's good, you can act, and you are probably the best actor right now, and I'm 34.
Oh, my God.
There you go.
That's one of the sweetest things I ever heard. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate that, William. There you go. It started off with a backhand, and then it came around full circle, I thought, right there.
Just,
worked out great.
How can you complain about that?
There you go.
That's pretty nice.
Hey, look, and I'm a huge fan of yours as well. I couldn't appreciate more that you take the time to come in studio to talk about 99 Homes and the rest of the sports. Please come back.
Yeah,
please come back.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern. On Audience.